But what do we do when the facts are not to our liking? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me introduce you to another UK Labor MP, Carolyn Harris. Now, she was asked this week about J.K. Rowling's insistence that sex is binary. Now, I want you to watch this and note how she declares inconvenient facts to be hateful so as to then be able to ignore them.
She believes it's absolutely factual that if you're born a man, you can't ever be a woman. She says it's a matter of fact.
Well, biologically, she's correct.
Yeah.
But there are human beings here that feel that they are a woman. And I'm not saying that they're right or they're wrong. What I'm saying is when you introduce this level of hate into a debate, rationality goes out of the window and it becomes just an adversarial argument. There is no right or wrong in this.
By bringing up the topic of biology, you introduce hate into the conversation. Now, of course, biology is not hateful, but progressives don't like biology, so they label inconvenient facts as hateful in an attempt to disappear them. That's exactly the tactic being used here in Australia after the Northern Territory First Minister said she'd changed the law to ensure men identifying as women would not be put into female prisons.
Here in the Northern Territory, if you're a bloke, you go to a men's prison. If you're a woman, you go to women's prison. It's very clear cut. There are no shades of grey in this scenario in the Northern Territory.
Makes sense. But no, the Labor opposition leader has accused the First Minister of being hateful. Selina Ubo told Parliament today, "Chief Minister, I condemn your divisive comments about our Territory trans community. And my question to you is, why have you once again stomped down on minority groups to get a headline instead of leading for all Territorians?" Well, yeah, pointing out the difference between men and women is divisive. That's kind of the point, to divide the penises from the vaginas. As ridiculous as the Northern Territory leader's comments were, more ridiculous were those of federal Labor leader aspirant Tanya Plibersek. When asked today whether men identifying as women should be housed in female prisons, she refused to give an opinion, instead offering up this kind of non-answer.
I think women deserve to be safe everywhere, and that includes in jails.
When pressed on whether the right of a male sex offender who identifies as female to be in a women's prison should outweigh the rights of female prisoners to safety, well, she came up with this gem.
Every human being has rights.
Every human has rights. Wow, that's incredible. What an insight. Yes, every human has rights, but no civilization has the right to exist. And the way things are going, both at home and abroad, I fear we are rapidly forfeiting ours.